Good morning, everybody. Hi, friends. We're back with more Avernum. We've just entered the Giant's Forge. What is it? We don't know. The last thing we did was meet the King of the Troglodytes, who told us that his high shaman priest dude was an evil guy who was adamant that we had to kill that they had to kill the humans because the person who created them from nothing after they'd all been obliterated told them to. I thought troglodytes and giants were going to be two different plagues. I think it's part of the same plague. So they've created both of them to wipe out the humans, which is a stupid plan because they're mortal enemies and all they want to do is fight each other. So we'll kind of pick up from there, I guess. Let's go! Can't reaching. Can't reach target. Okay, we'll just chuck stuff. Right, you come over here and lightning blast them all. Perfect. How do I get across there then? There must be a way. But first, let's loot. Get some nice wine. Wine me and dine me. Press this secret. For some money. So this is not where we came in from, apparently. How did we get here? How have I forgotten already? I mean, never mind, but what is wrong with my memory? You know? You crumble that rock. What was the point? Ah, there was a point. This room contains a very old altar of unknown origin. It's very worn. The many volcanic quakes that have buffeted it over the years have cracked the floors, pillars, and altar. Basalt dust covers everything. Let's take the lamps. A crystal of luck. That can be for you. Is there anything else to do here? There is. Scroll of acid shower. Don't mind if I do. These secrets are quite hard to see on these stone walls, aren't they? Okay. Let's keep heading in this general direction. Oh good, more. How do I get across there then? There must be a way. Well, never mind. Oops. What? Let's you're gonna have to just buff people, I think. Right, now we just flee. Because I don't want to be stood in the fire. Who's this? Shaman Willom. I want to kill you, Shaman. I would like to kill you dead. Good. A rod of succor. Random phone calls from scam numbers. But why? You know I'm too powerful. You know I am. All I want to do is rob you of your stuff. Like, is that so much to ask for? I don't think so. Spade potion. I wonder if this skull actually does anything useful other than says annoying things all the time. Let me know in the comments. Ah. Well, this was how I got here. Tearing of the bodies. You hike down the long passage. There are only torches for a few hundred feet. The corridor goes on for about a mile after that. After an hour spent hiking over rocky ground, you come to another cave. I've already been here. Up we go. After hiking for about an hour, fucking hell. Fucking hell. Bloop. Bloop. Hello. Mauler Infernal. Wait, what are you? Spectre. Charge. Charge. Parry. What? What? Good. Parry? Again? What is happening? Use a superpower shot on him. Marvelous. You acid rain him. No, icy rain him. 64. It's not great, is it? This mine does 59, which is even not greater. There we go. A nullity shield. Same. Encumbers mages, same. 10% chance to parry, same. Curse resist and mind effect resist. I think that probably is better than his treated carapace, isn't it? 2% fire resist and cold resist. And then yours is 2% spellcraft and hardness, 2% poison and acid resistance. She probably gets hit by more fire, doesn't she? Wait, what? What happened? Oh yeah, we can just get rid of that. Never mind. Never mind. Was there anything else I should be aware of around here? So I'm aware there's a bad guy up here. Apparently. Isn't that what that red dot means? Bad guy? I can't see it though. Okey coke. Was it you, Mutant Smithmaster? No. It wasn't, but that critical hit fucked him up. What have we got? Bronze spear, emerald, bar of iron and a gold bar. Smite? Was that a named item? Was it good? Oh my god, I've got so much shit to sell. Smite. 50% extra damage to giants. You just take that for now. Tearing the bodice. Nice. A uranium bar. Do you know what? We're going to take it. I'm pretty sure it's going to make us sick. But I'm going to take it. What are these? Ifrits. There's a crack in the wall there. Very nice, very nice, very nice indeed. Is that also a crack in the wall? Can I also get through this way? Nope. That's definitely a crack in the wall, right? Or am I blind? Like, I feel like we've missed something. Feels really obviously like a way in. Or maybe that's what it wants me to think. There's definitely not another secret button that I'm missing, is there? That opens up you. Maybe it's not a crack in the wall. Damn it. It just looks so obvious. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. Wait, what was that? One of your characters suddenly falls ill for some reason. Oh, but I resisted the acid. Okay, good. So that must be because we're carrying uranium. And it gives me acid, which might be bad, might not be bad. We will see. Who are you? An infernal curse lord. The Infernal raises his clawed hand open wide. Then he closes it and mutters a word of power. You feel an icy hand close around your heart. It has claimed your spirit. You are dying. What? That doesn't sound good, does it? Oh, we had 7 rounds to kill him. Well, he failed. Spectral boots. What have you got? Radiant boots, 1,000. These boots encumber mages. You're currently just wearing normal slippers. You're wearing forager's boots. You take them. I don't know, man. Why can't I walk any further? What is the space blocked by? Why can't I get there? I mean, I'm guessing it's just a dead end. So what was the point of this place? Why am I here? He's going to keep getting poisoned whilst he carries this. I am not interested. I don't really care what that weaponsmith is going to potentially make out of uranium. It's going to be too annoying to keep getting poisoned constantly. Far too annoying. So I think what I probably want to do is figure out where I came from. Aha. So it was from up here. Right, so I guess we've got two things we can do. We can either go and find Lorelei, the city, or we just head to that secret tunnel that we found. That the map told us about. And I think I probably would recommend doing that. So I think it's probably on this side of the map. And for what I remember, it was like east or southeast of Troglow Castle. So is it this? This definitely wasn't here earlier, so I guess so. This cavern is very hot and muggy. It's hard to breathe, not just because of the humidity, but because of the thick smell of ozone. You can hear the constant buzz of magical energy discharging into the air. Just ahead, you can see several large crystals, each on a sturdy stone base. The glowing stones are firing beams of searing energy. Each draws power from a nearby spherical crystal, also on a stone stand. This is powerful magic, used to transfer raw energy through the air. It is not immediately clear who created these things or why. Three of the mirrors in this room look unusual. They are on a circular stone base which is not attached to the floor. If you pushed, you could probably move these mirrors around. Oh, I see. Can I leave and come back? Because I think I fucked up. I can. Right, so if we push that, that lets us get... So then we can push... Okay, no, I understand now. Back out, back in. So I'm going to need to push that, right? Then... Can we walk through? Okay, we can walk through them, they just hurt us. Which I think is probably okay. So what's that? We can't do anything with that. We can get through here now, let's just go and fucking explore, why not? So I guess we've got to hit that to get this door open. Or that? In this large hall, you discover the purpose of the powerful beam projectors constructed in these tunnels. The hall contains a large teleporter surrounded by several energy receptors. Some of the receptors are charged. You can see that they are sending a constant, barely visible flow of power to the central portal. It must be a very powerful teleporter to require this much energy. At this point, though, the teleporter is flickering, it looks unstable. It isn't getting enough energy to function properly. Someone smashed this crystal with a hammer. They did a thorough job of it. They must have wanted to prevent anyone from using the teleporter. I probably want to give you... Well, not there actually. Like here. Let's give you... Where is it? Mass healing. And then you can just do that every so often. It's a radiant belt, 8% armor. That's just better than the blessed belt. Yeah, I think let's just outright give that to you. Coated cloak. Cloaks are long flat pieces of cloth, blah blah blah. 4% and fire resistance. You have 7%. You have 6%. You have 4%, but sniper and sharpshooter. Okay. So we can shift all of these mirrors around, and we want to get them. You find a large workshop. Much of the equipment and materials has been removed, but enough was left behind to be able to tell that this was where many, if not all, of the beam projectors were made. Pants and some beautiful crystals. I can see this being really fucking annoying. Energy runs through the elaborate arrangement of tiles on the floor. The power comes from the lit crystal orb to the portcullis, holding it open. Well, that's okay. Oh, right. Should we see if like this actually does something? Let's put a fucking helmet in there and then do that. And then what is it? It did nothing. 12% to mind effect resist, but I think that is what they all do anyway, right? I don't have another one to check. Oh well. Okay. So the only mirror we have, and I'm not too sure how the rules are around pushing mirrors around. So that sends that back down through there. Kind of pointlessly, actually. So I could technically bounce that down here, but why would I do that? Why would I? Let's do a quick save and just like walk down here and see what's down here. Some big ass healing place, focusing crystal. Well, some treasure at least. Wonderful. So where haven't I been now? There and there. That probably is just dead ends though, right? We're gonna guess. And in here. So I have a door to open up down here, so I guess let's just make an effort to do that first. So what's the easiest beam to control? This room is garbage. So just to be clear, I guess. Let's quickly run in here. You're going in that one, you're going in that one, you're going in that one. We just need one to hit there, right? Because I don't think I'm that fussed about getting that treasure chest, honestly. Oh, maybe I can. I don't know. I need that to come in here. That's going to bounce down there. So I'm actually going to need... Oh no, you were one too far. So you're going to have to go there. There's going to need to be another mirror. So it's you actually need to come back down this way. Why do I have a weakness curse? Where the fuck did that come from? Some dust leaks from the strange pouch. You feel woozy. Is that what that actually does? This fucking Zion pouch makes me fucking weak. Okay. Right, so then that's going to bounce across here, up and across into there. So now I just need to get a laser onto this one. So let's come up around here maybe. Any mirrors? Don't think there was any in here, was there? I don't think so. Oh, there's some here. We can take these. Shittest puzzle ever. Right. Move the fucking thing. Are you being fucking serious right now? Oh my fucking life. No. No. Fucking having a conga line of characters behind you just makes this significantly more awkward than it has to be. And why does it keep shifting at an angle? Urgh. I just want to push you across there. Fucking hell. Oh, is it a bridge? Or where did that go? It is, it's a... Okay, that makes probably a bit more sense. But then how can I want to... Right, let's try this again. Only this time, let's push it down this pathway. Save this. Okay, that didn't work as intended. Of course it didn't. I'm like an Egypt. Right, so now that fires up there, fires into there, fires over there. that is now firing straight up into that room. What we could probably do with is getting a lefty. So one of these. Come over here. I don't care. I've stopped caring. Let me push you there. Okay. So that's now coming up to here. If I move that mirror out of the way. Right? Oh, that's not broken. I broke something by accident. Maybe that's a good thing. Anyone got any suggestions? Oh, how about, hang on. What if we push that one? Oh. Perfect. Seriously. That was what that was for. Right, on the positive side, all I need now is one mirror. Which, as that comes down, it's got to bounce, so I need that mirror. So just walk back through here, this is fine. Wait, no, that's the wrong kind of mirror, isn't it? I think. It's the right kind of mirror. Oh, did you do it? Did you do it? Does that mean you're all powered now? Please. The teleporter is not large, but it radiates considerable power. Staring through it, you see a long, glowing tunnel. Walk in. You step into the teleporter. It's agonizing. You can feel it ripping you apart. You scream and black out. And wake up. You feel weak and nauseated. You feel like the portal flung you a long, long way away. Oh, you son of a bitch. The sign says reset mirrors. A cave-in is blocked off the western exit to this chamber. The tunnel is blocked with two large crumbling stones. Between you and them are a pair of searing beams blocking your path. Okay, well I can get through that. Can I not just do that? Does that break them? Okay, it didn't. Can you give one of your energy potions? Probably a few. 5. Just give her 5 energy potions, please. Because you're gonna need to. You're gonna need to heal up, my love. So coming in here didn't do anything. Okay. Okay, let's walk back through the evil contraptions. Right. So that is shooting across into those, and that's why they broke. Wait, I need to stand diagonal from it and then push. There we go. That didn't work as intended. Where was my last quick save? My last autosave was then. Okay, Okay, let's do a quick save now, and then reset the mirrors. Oops. Press it, the mirrors come back. Right, so you just shoot straight across there. So all I actually need to do there we go. Right, let's go see what this does. Right, that just opens up that gate, which is all I actually needed. Do another quick save. Let's just walk through here and investigate this body. Jade-studded chain. Iron greaves and a chisel. Marvellous. And then you just turn off all the lasers. Amazing. Oh, is that done? Please. This is a huge cave with a domed ceiling, below the mighty mountains separating the giants from the troglodytes. The cavern glows with magical energy cast out by the huge crystals to the west. In the clear space to the west, you can see a lattice of power sources and beam projectors, carefully positioned to generate energy and feed it into a pair of magical barriers. The barriers block corridors to the north and south. Doom Guard. Okay, well. He was very doomy. It was very doomy, very, very doomy indeed. Fine steel gauntlets. 8%, not as good as yours. 8%, minus 5% chance. I think they probably are a bit better than the iron bracers. I don't think they're better than yours. And I don't think they're better than yours. Oh, consecration, once per day. Yep, you can have that. So wait, to stop powering these, can't we just... Can I not just push that mirror out of the way? Or is that a... That's a stationary mirror. So what am I supposed to do? After a long, tiring journey, you have finally reached the goal of your quest. There is a pedestal with a crystal on it. The crystal is only a few feet high. Its small size is amazing considering the incredible power that rests inside it. A narrow beam of blinding white light extends from the crystal to the beam projectors above you. The beam of light seems to control them, balancing and calibrating their energy so that they can keep the barriers intact. You know that many evil creatures are pent up on the other side of the barriers. Careless trifling with a magical artifact of this power can easily result in death or worse. Bearing that in mind, it would be very easy to smash the crystal which holds the barriers in place. Okay, let's do a save and smash. One of the drawbacks of putting this much energy in an inanimate object such as a crystal is that the energy must be very delicately balanced. It takes very little to upset it. Bearing this in mind, you stand at a safe distance away and throw a big rock at the crystal. The Troglos and giants won't be a problem now. Something was added to your diary. Something was added to my diary. What? Broke down the barrier separating the troglodytes from the hill giants. Having a natural enmity, the two armies immediately attacked each other. The surrounding human cities should be safe for a while. Are you teleporting through? The explosions finally cease. You try to clear your head and survey the carnage. You see a blackened pedestal surrounded by broken shards of crystal, the thick smell of ozone, and two newly unblocked passages. The following insubstantial figure appears in front of you, floating above the pedestal. You prepare to defend yourself, but it doesn't attack. It says simply, "They will make you pay for this. You have far yet to journey. In Gale and Blackcrag lie the keys." Then the mysterious figure disappears. You notice something glittering in the rubble where the pedestal once stood. You pick up several shards of crystal. They might help you figure out who made this place. Before you have time to investigate further, you are interrupted yet again. Troglodytes run through the southern passage, coming to see what caused the explosion. Giants come from the north, searching for their natural enemies, the Troglos. The two foes each face a field filled with their chosen enemies. They emit joyous battle cries. Unfortunately, you're right between them, and humans count as enemies to both sides. You have restarted the war between the Troglodytes and the Giants. By causing them to waste their energy against each other, you have saved many human lives. The question now is whether you'll survive long enough to enjoy your victory. I mean, how many is many? Like never-ending many? Someone going... The crystal is still shattered. It will take powerful magic to restore it. Until then, the giants and Troglos will be at war. Your work here is done. Yeah, but did I pick up anything that's evidency? Because that's what I need, right? I need evidence that of who did whatever they did. To end combat, all characters must be in the same... Okay. So I guess the only thing to do now would be to head north. So that's the massive barrier. There's some stairs there. Control panel. Stairway down. What was that stairway down? Oh, that led into where I killed the dude. Because I think while we're here, we might as well kill the king of the troglodytes, right? Because we did have a quest to do that after all. Interesting. Given their gross appearance and behaviour, most people tend to think of troglodytes as mindless scourge. However, this well-stocked and neatly arranged library indicates that whatever else their merits, they're definitely literate. These troglodytes are a people who attach great importance to their ancestors. Unfortunately, they're also a people without a past, created by whoever created them out of thin air. Their rootlessness is clearly jarring to them. You now see how they make up for it. You see many statues of troglos, all taller and more regal than they could possibly have been in life. These subjects died in recent battles and then became the honoured ancestors these creatures so clearly crave. Doing alright here, aren't we? Scroll of Domination. I see a wall I can break down. That is apparently too complicated. There's a monk demon. Your spell is too weak to affect this barrier. Well, fuck. Can we throw things at the demon? Okay. Will we ever come back here? I don't know. The reek in this room makes your stomach do a flop. This is where the troglos throw all their trash. The small window to the north wall doesn't help to ventilate the room at all. There's a chest there. I want to get in that room. I want to go in the room. Amiibo. Okay. Let us continue onwards. Sign says royal baths. Right, just in case some shit goes down. Hello, King. Oh, close. But no cigar. King Vothkaro points at a foe far from him. Coward, now you face my wrath! He lunges forward with amazing speed. Points at a foe far from him. You have slain Vothkaro, king of the troglodytes. With a roar of fury and agony, he falls. The troglodytes aren't going to appreciate this at all. You have a sick feeling about this. You've just made peace between humans and troglodytes impossible for generations. Yeah, but I had a quest, so... yeah, no. Bum 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 bum. Shabba-dabba-dum. Why am I singing Christmas songs? Right, this leads back into a place I have already investigated quite thoroughly. Yes? Yes. Oh, hello. Let's get our lightning on. Taste my lightning, suckers. Did not see him there. Okay. Hello, you're the chef. Nothing exciting really in any of these places, was there? Some wine. Wine's always nice. Apparently, farm. There's no way from here to get in there, is there? I just need a more powerful spell. Oh well. I think I will continue to explore the inside of these buildings. Right. This is good. This is very good. Yes. Right, you're now max there. That's also nice. What should we start giving him? Let's start making him lucky. I want everyone to be very lucky. So I've been down there. They just have so much shit. So much shit everywhere. Oops. Why do that? That's all we needed you to do. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Cool, nothing else down here. Let's proceed through one of these doors. That leads back to somewhere we've already been, thank God. This is another of the troglodytes' highly enchanted altars, set up and ready to bless and energize the troglodyte warriors and shamans. I don't want to kneel, I'm already horribly cursed. You have your scrolls of sanctification there, right? All of its dark energy leaks out in the stone cracks. Well done. Well done, thank you. Oh. Hi, boys. Right, what do we have? They've got a lot of shit in this place, haven't they? I like it. These places, just cells, maybe? A giant? The fuck? A cockroach. I thought we were done with the cockroaches long, long ago. Animal pens. Do, 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 do. You drink the water in the basin. As far as you can tell, nothing happens. Amazing. This is a big castle. I like it. Okay. That is clearly a separate room. Let's go in there first. 2 separate rooms. With bugger all in the first one. And oh no. I have too much stuff in my junk bag. I can't loot anymore. My OCD. Time to get back to a town then, really. This room is where young troglodytes who want to become warriors are tested. The implements and objects around the chamber indicate that it is probably not a pleasant process. Hello, mutant lizard. Goodbye, mutant lizard. Wand of Karanos. You know, I've got so many fucking wands, I'm going to start using them. Slythericite Dawn. Purging Crystal! Yay! Oh, magical energy. We needed that, actually. Okay, we're done in this place. Let's head back to town. Let's head back to town out of the entrance that I have lost the way to. What was this? Amin. Was it in Aminro that he wanted? Is it someone here wanted someone dead? I cannot remember. Najib, yeah. Well, I did it. I killed King Voskaro. He seemed startled. Oh, I didn't think you would do it. I don't think you should. Oh, well, a promise is a promise. He takes off his ring and hands it to you. I suppose you've done good. I think my soldiers will rest easier knowing Voskaro is dead. Thank you. And I received an armor ring. Okay. Barber, how is business? Blah 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 blah. I need to sell shit. And the only way I'm going to do that is by coming over here to M. Shyamalan. Sharamek. Someone around here is a... If I come to the mayor's office, does he get pissed off that I've killed the Troglodyte King? Nope. These were shops, weren't they? Hello. Can I purchase? I don't want to purchase, I want to sell. Somebody sell. Let me sell. Starcap's a dick. Ballard. I'd like to sell. Everything, please. 7,000 coins, thank you very much. I'll also sell that. And that. And that. Okay. Okay. So now we just need to continue exploring, I think. So we have the bunker, we have go to Lorelei. Because I need to go back to Avernum as well and tell Anaximander about the plague that I have now averted. Hey, I don't want to fight you. I'm just not interested in fighting you, really. You're too weak for me now. I wanted to check if we can do some island hopping and see what's down here. Wait, is that somewhere we've already been? There is an old abandoned shrine on the island. There is a worn altar surrounded by a ring of tall mossy stones. The stones are worn and pitted and look centuries old. There's a pile of bones on the altar. See a glint of metal. Take it. I receive a ruby chain. What's a ruby chain? +3 to quick action. Yes, I will give it to you. Tribal symbol. You can have that. That can go in junk. What does this place look like, actually? Where am I? So the road goes up that side of the mountain. This might be... Yeah, let's go around the inside. See if we discover anything. This tiny house had a beautiful view of the surrounding countryside. Then the troglodytes came recently. By the look of things, it's a ruin now. There is a walled settlement up here in the hills. It's full of humans, not troglodytes. Guards with plate mail and halberds guard the gates. They grip their weapons tightly as you approach. Time in these remote hills has taught them to be paranoid. Approach. When you approach, one of the guards opens the gate and goes inside. Beyond the gates, you see several beautiful, well-maintained villas. Soon, a merchant wearing rich velvet robes emerges to speak with you. Welcome to our settlement. Unfortunately, this was the only place we could find in Avernum, safe from the monsters everywhere. Wish I could invite you in, but we prefer to keep things as secure as possible, so we won't. However, our safety and remoteness has caused some problems. We're running a little short on supplies, and we are loath to risk our guards by sending them out. We'll pay 25 coins for each bag of fine meal you bring us. Sorry, you haven't got any fine meal. Your food is not adequate. Okay. That's yet another fucking quest I'm never going to do. This pass cuts through this small mountain range to the northeast. You see barren, unsettled territory. To the southwest, you can see both the sea and civilization. As you walk through the narrow pass, you have an eerie feeling you're being watched. Okay. Well, I promised I was going to start using my wands. So, here we go. Do you have any wands? You do. Also a crystalline wand. Oh, I just can't be bothered. I'm just going to sell them. At what point do these people stop attacking me? Because they realise I'm just too strong for them. Okay, that leads back to the coast. What is this place? Up until recently, there was a town here. A large force razed it to the ground in the last year or so. The rubble has been spread across the countryside. It was a very thorough job. You look for signs of who could have committed this horrible crime, but you find nothing. Apart from a few dried bloodstains, you find no trace of who lived here or who attacked them. Nothing of value remains. Huh. You sack the troglodyte camp. You find plenty of coins and bits of metal you can spend later, a bunch of broken and rusty weapons, some armour that's far too small for you, and a fairly nice new suit of human-sized chainmail. Crystal woven chitin, which can go straight into the I need money provisioning. You take a drink out of the pool. The water is cool and refreshing. As you drink, you have a stroke of good fortune. You see that several of the rocks in the water are reflecting light. A battle crystal and a focusing crystal. Nice. You find a human compound here in the mountains. It's well guarded and has thick walls. Necessities for survival in this harsh desert. A sign by the gate reads "Anima only." Knock on the door. A priest emerges from the compound, looks at you closely, and walks back inside without a word. Guards close the gates. Nobody comes out to speak with you. Nobody even looks at you. Eventually, you get bored and leave. But I don't want to join the Anima. I'm a mage. Like a genuine, honest-to-God mage. So I guess let's head back down. You meet some of the local militia. You don't get to speak with them though. The moment they see a non-human, they walk quickly by. You aren't sure, but you think you hear a few muttered slurs. You meet a group of priests and soldiers. One of the priests approaches and says, "Would you like to hear something of our philosophy?" You soon realise this is the speech you've already heard. You explain this to the priest and he nods politely. "I understand. I don't wish to bore you. If you wish to learn more, you should go to Shader on the Isle of Begale." A rock smashes into the road in front of you. It's 8 inches across, but one of the creatures emerging from the woods flung it with ease. That shot missed, but they're clearly prepared to try again. One of the creatures, I mean, I've already ended the giant plague. I think I was supposed to go this way first. I have a feeling I might have been doing things in a bizarre order. this place then? Should we break in? The lock is too complicated to be picked. So I guess I have to break out. Hello. This is a small cozy home perched high up in the mountains. It's been abandoned. Everything valuable and portable has been taken and everything is left coated with dust. Clearly nobody has been here for weeks. Until the owners of the Hume come back to claim it, you could probably use this house as if it were your own. I'm confused. So, is it my house now? Amazingly, someone left a small spellbook here. It has been securely chained down, its owner probably left quickly. It's very odd and garbled, but you might be able to decode some of it. Pool of Fire proficiency. Nice. Get 10 mage spells to level 3. Yeah, bye. The beds are dusty, but the blankets are still there, and still passably clean. Seems like a safe place to rest. Nah. Magical notes, magical notes. Magic for dummies, crystal working. Cool. Well, what was the point of being in here then? Nobody knows. Okay. Off we pop. So what is this town here? Looks well defended, doesn't it? Maybe this is Lorelei. Now entering Softport. Softport. I saw a poochie. Okay, in we go. Who's this? Terry. A wiry man paces back and forth by the docks selling ferry tickets. I'm Terry, he scratches himself. What are you selling? Well, I have tickets for sale to Fenris Port on the Isle of Begale, only 10 points. 10 points. What's Fenris Port like? He laughs, coughs and spits in the water. Fenris Port, great town, lots of scum there. Friendly scum, I hope. Yeah. He pulls a begging bowl out from behind his back. Only 5 coins and I'll give you a little information. Okay. He hawks and spits an impressive tobacco-tinted stream into the water. The good folks on the Isle of Begale make certain herbs valuable in Lorelei. Be sure to look about. Also, for only 100 coins more, I'll tell you another secret. Give 100 coins. Quite a little side business you have going. Thanks. The guards south of Lorelei will search anyone approaching, looking for these herbs. However, north from Lorelei, there's a hidden way in across the river. To get there, just walk along the river shore and look for some big stone spires. You'll see it. Thanks, Terry. Doggy! Is he the only person outside? I think he might be. Unless I've missed someone. What is this? This looks like a church, right? Church of the Divine Lucre. This temple is unusually lovely and carefully built for a shrine in a backwater town. The floor is precisely cut stone, and expensive tapestries and carpets are everywhere. Building this must have been quite expensive. You meet a priestess. She's counting several piles of gold on top of the altar. When you approach, she scoops it all into a pouch. I'm Nydia. Welcome to the temple. Please don't get mud on the rugs. You're in luck. Blessings are on sale, only 5 coins. This is a fine temple. Yes. I'm a priestess of the Church of the Divine Lucre. But I think that's how you pronounce that. I don't really know. We sell salvation at reasonable rates. What does the Church of the Divine Lucre stand for? We're a beautiful organization. After all, the only way to help others is to help oneself. Self-reliance will lift us all up. Wealth is the great salvation, and we grant absolution for very reasonable rates. Sounds like Scientology, doesn't it? So how much does absolution run for these days? Actually, I'm not yet authorized to grant absolution. Haven't saved up enough to buy the ability. You can't absolve me at least a little? Well, I could informally, but without payment I can't provide proper and authorized salvation. I'd like to learn some spells. What? You mean like true rituals of power? I can't do any of those. I wish I could. Teaching them would be amazingly profitable. I heard you might know about the ritual of sanctification. She looks suspicious. Who told you to ask me about that? Corey told me to speak with you. She gets upset. You can't imagine why. Her. I told her I didn't want anything to do. She pauses to regain her composure. Oh, yes. Look, I'd love to teach it to you for a fee, but I don't know it. I know who does, though. There's a hermit in a hut at the north end of the mountains to the north. He knows the spell. I can't get it out of him, but you might be able to. Now go away, please. Can I have a blessing, please? She takes your money, waves her hand over you, and mutters a few words. There, you have a partial blessing. Of course, for more payment, I can augment the blessing. Can you afford to do it? Yes. You didn't do anything. I just gave you 15 coins for nothing. Ugh. Outrageous. Hello, armor smith. Let me sell some of my shit, please. I'm also going to just drop some of this down on your nice floor. Give him that. And that, actually. Good. Mayor Scowcroft. The Mayor of Softport seems pleased to see you despite all the pressure he's been under. I'm Mayor Scowcroft. Welcome to you. Non-evil warriors are always welcome. How goes your career, Mayor? Oh, I just try to deal with all the monsters as best I can. I haven't been nearly as effective as you, though. How did you learn about me? He looks you over, impressed. Oh, the tales of the travelling Avernite have gotten around pretty quick, he thinks. Wait, it isn't a secret you're an Avernite, is it? Am I supposed to know? I guess there's no secret anymore. He leans close. I sure don't want to mess around with you, being as you're famous and brave and all, but I'd love to help you if I could. I'll accept your help. Be sure to search my books and help yourself to anything you find. He grins conspiratorially. You know about me. I should be going now. Bye. The mayor knows all about your secret identity. You get away from him quickly before you get into any trouble. I could use some employment. Do you need any assistance? Well, normally the Empire would help us with this. However, they will not, as Avernum is under quarantine. So I must ask adventurers, such as yourselves. Recently, a man going by the name of Zik passed through our town. Alas, during his brief stay, he killed someone. So, he must be brought to justice, fatally if necessary. I have no idea where he went, but he has a tattoo of a sun on the back of his right hand. You have no idea where he went? When he ran out of town, he was heading north. Of course, he could have gone anywhere from there. Okay. Is it this you want me to look at? The podium is stacked with tightly rolled scrolls, no doubt filled with notes on legal cases and other obscure matters. I would like to take the item, please. I received a scroll of acid shower. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Was that what he wanted to give me to help? A scroll of shit shower. Guard, guard. A little desk. More guards. Innkeeper, what are you serving? Don't have much here, out in the middle of nowhere. You can get a drink, good ale, only 3 coins, or you can have a room. This place is isolated. Sad but true. I got beer and rooms, and those few travellers who come through. That's my life. I don't need anything. At first, the shadows of the room make it hard to tell for sure, then when you look closer, you see that your first impression was right. This pale man is an Avernite. He has a nasty leg wound, which has been bandaged. When he gets a good look at you, he whispers, "Greetings, I'm Tucker. You're hurt. Are you going back to Avernum?" Soon I will. First I must tell you my story and what I've learned. What are you doing up here on the surface? Well, I was doing what you're doing, I guess. Anaximander sent me. And me as well. He sent me an errand in Elsner and Gworst. We were the first surface explorers. There was too much to explore though, so we split up, each investigating our own areas. Where did the others go? Elsner went west to Shader, Erin stayed in the south, Gworst went to the southeastern villages, haven't heard from them, and I investigated the Troglos, or tried to. What happened to you then? I was going to Sharamik. I was going to find what I could about the Troglos, but they ambushed me. I barely escaped with my life and a javelin wound on my leg. I was just waiting here until more spies came so I could tell them what I know, then I will head back to Avernum. What do you know? If you can get into Sharamik, go see Mayor Knight. He's been looking for people to do some mission regarding the Troglodytes. He's pleased when he finds out you've already contacted Mayor Knight. Then I can go home with a clear conscience. What are you doing on the surface? And me as well. What happened to you then? What do you know? That's all for now. Okay, you were useless. Fletcher, what do you have here? Missile weapons. I would like to sell that stuff for 80 coins. Thank you very much. And Taylor, I also don't really care about you. Well, what a boring shit little town this was. What's that? Fenris Port. Oh, is that Begale? It is. So I guess we just head north now. The stone bridge is quite a feat of Empire engineering. It arcs a full 100 feet over the river. At the north end there is no road, only barely settled wilderness. To the south is Softport and roads leading back to civilization. So the question is... That's fine, Zig. There's Lorelei. There's the Empress. Okay, I guess let's explore the rest of down here first. That is the Lorelei Pass. The road here is blocked by an Empire checkpoint. A large group of soldiers approaches you. You try to move around them, but they seem very determined to speak with you. The captain walks up to you, looking somewhat embarrassed. Many apologies, travellers. A certain herb, known by the name of scribane, grown on the Isle of Big Ale, has been carried through here in direct violation of the laws of our nation. Anyone approaching Lorelei must receive a quick magical inspection before proceeding. If you refuse and turn back, we will understand perfectly. However, having even a tiny bit of this herb is quite illegal. Do you let yourself be searched? I've got fuckloads of scribane. No. The captain bows. Alright, traveller. I understand. He doesn't seem suspicious of you. The other soldiers, on the other hand, look extremely sceptical. They roughly escort you away from the city of Lorelei. Oh wait, can't I just... This was once a huge, beautiful bridge covered with intricate carvings and lovely marble work. It was a beautiful piece of Empire engineering. Sadly, giants have been using it for target practice. It's still standing, but that's all you can say for it. You spot a group of goblin raiders. The moment the cowardly little thieves see you, they flee. Your speed and experience travelling outdoors serves you well. You catch up with them easily. Did I want to fight them? Couldn't I have just let them run away? I just want to see if I can just... There we go. You approach the farmer to do some shopping. He refuses to sell you anything, saying, "We don't serve your kind here, now be off." As you leave, you hear him say, "Damn Nephil." Well, that's mean. And a wisdom crystal! That goes to my magey boy. Can't use it yet. Do you let yourself be searched? No. Okay. You see the farmer to do some shopping. He refuses as well. No. 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 You enter Lorelei, a city under constant bombardment. The streets are littered with fragments of the countless stones hill giants have lobbed over the walls, and every building shows the signs of constant blows. Lorelei's narrow cobblestone streets are nearly empty. Everyone stays inside as much as possible to stay safe from the bombardment. Unfortunately, you don't get to see much of the town. Shortly after you enter, a platoon of guards walks up to the window, led by an Empire dervish. The dervish lifts the visor of her helmet and says, "I'm Commander Bruskrud of the Lorelei militia. I'd like to welcome you to Lorelei. We've heard of your deeds, and we have a monster problem ourselves. Be sure to come to see me in the barracks. In the meantime, enjoy our city. Oh, and don't spend too much time in the streets." She nods to you and marches her troop off. Okay. Well, you know what we do first. Very sneakily sneak my way around the outside of town. That's what we do. It is a big town. Okay, in we go. The Anima camp, a band of Anima, those secretive troublemakers, have taken up residence in the mountains. Locate their camp and investigate. Figure out whether they mean trouble or not. Giant attacks have done great damage to Lorelei. We've heard that worms have infested the walls around the village of Polsbo. Destroy them. I am Randall, merchant of Lorelei. There is an inn at the far end of the mountain range. Find out what happened. A scroll sealed with wax has been pinned to the board. It's labelled Most Urgent Dispatch for General Bazaron. Okay. Right, let's search the outside of town first. Is there... Who are you? Deborah. When you get close, this warty beggar woman kneels and extends her bowl. She's old, thin, and extremely brave to be out in the streets like this. Boulders thrown by the giants litter the streets. Greetings, bold adventurer. It's an honour. My name is Deborah. Why are you begging? She bows her head. My farm was lost in a giant's attack. Until I have a stroke of good fortune, I must beg for my food. Sorry to hear about that. I lost my farm and my husband. Now I am reduced to begging while trying to regain a more respectable place. Could you please give me a few coins? Yes. You give her a few coins. She is beside herself with thanks. A kind adventurer. I have advice in return. I hear many rumours. In particular, I've heard there are Avernites wandering all around us. Keep your weapons close. You never know what those treacherous worms will do. Then, with another bow of thanks, she stands and walks off. Cool. Thanks, lady. Bitch. I didn't mean to open your door, I apologise. Oh, I've got no interest in doing timed quests. This is a rather large town, isn't it? Shut up, Cyan Skull. Fucking skull. Some dust leaks from the pouch, you feel woozy. Oh, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. Well, balls. Okay, right. Let's start exploring. So I think there's nothing in there and nothing in there. As you enter the temple, you feel an unpleasant tingling sensation all over your body, then an invisible wall of force throws you back. An atonal, disembodied voice says, Anima members only. You meet a priest of the Anima. He walks up and shakes your hand, verifying that you bear an Anima ring. He's tall, distinguished, confident man, not the sort to be concerned with what others think. I'm Father Munt, welcome. I met Mother Malamed in Cooper. She wants to know what happened to you. He smiles. What? Oh, I'm here. I'm still loyal to the Anima. I just left to do my own thing. You can let her know I'm alright. He doesn't invite you in though. Hello? The Anima minister watches you with interest but doesn't respond. The conversation ends. Okay, well there's Munt at least. Winterhouse. You meet the innkeeper. You notice his legs in a cast. I'm Winterhouse. Welcome to the caring cubbyhole inn. We see a lot of adventurers here, so I'm sure you'll feel at home. How did you hurt your leg? I went outside, accidentally walked under a thrown boulder. My fault for going outdoors. Heard any rumours lately? I heard something very interesting about some sort of really valuable artifact. Unfortunately, it sort of slipped my mind. 50 coins, however, might restore my memory. Okay. He takes your money. I overheard Randall, the item salesman, say something about hearing something about this incredibly rare and powerful magic shield thing. You might want to ask him about it. Okay. I'll go ask Randall, the item salesman. I can't remember where Randall is. I hope he's in this town. This room was once someone's home. Whoever lived here had the relative good sense to move out following a harsh giant's bombardment. What was the point? What was the point of that barrier? At first this seems like someone's home, however everything is covered with a layer of dust. It's more like a museum display than an actual home. Strangely, someone has drawn a sun symbol of Avernum in chalk on the floor to the southeast corner. You hear a man's hoarse laugh coming from the shadowy hallway ahead. The voice says in between chuckles, "You need to learn to watch for traps. If you weren't Avernites, you'd be dead by now. Be more alert and come in." There is a warrior hiding in this dank back room, a long curved blade resting across his lap. He looks up at you, and you see that his skin is very pale. "I'm Dwayne, welcome. I'm glad you have reached me." He leans close and whispers, "Of course, I have eagerly awaited your arrival. I'm an Avernite, sent by Unspec, like yourself. Now that we have made contact, I have information." He leans close and whispers, "I'm here in part to help you. Ask what you want to know." It's good to meet you, fellow Avernite. How have you been up here?" "I don't miss Avernum at all, I'm afraid. Spying up here is intensely dangerous, but I wouldn't go back. The sunlight, the food, I'm sure you understand." "Unspec?" "I'm Unspecified Services, remember, your employers. I've been gathering information and waiting for colleagues to arrive." "Why have you been waiting for me?" "I have things to report. A few odd facts. The leaders of the cities are confused. The Empire has quarantined the whole continent. There's a thieves' guild in Lorelei, nothing surprising. However, I have managed to worm out one invaluable piece of information. It's about the Empress Prazak." What can you say about the thieves' guild?" "It's a guild of criminals. They no doubt possess much illicit information that would be useful to us. I know their leader is in this city, but I don't know where. I also know that they do a lot of business involving packages from Shader. If you could contact them, it could be very interesting, just so you know." Why has the Empire quarantined this area?" "It's truly insane. The Empire saw all the problems down here and said, 'We can't deal with this.' They closed the borders, sealed up the keep of Tinraya, and left. There is something about the monsters, the slimes and roaches and so on, which terrifies the Empire. Valorim was already a wild place, and they didn't entirely trust it, so there you are. Do you know anything about the keep of Tinraya?" "Can't find much about that. Even asking about it is touchy. It was the biggest city in Valorim, up to the northwest. Then, monsters attacked it. Some sort of monster even worse than everything else, even the golems. The whole place was devastated, and the Empire walled it off so the creatures couldn't escape." "Golems?" "Gale, to the northeast, has been bombarded by waves of golems. Nasty constructs, don't know much about it." Why have you been waiting for me? What about the Empress Prazak?" "The Empire is ruled by Empress Prazak. We all know that. What I've found out is that she's near here. She's in Blackcrag Fortress, not far to the north. She came down to personally deal with the monsters. I've been learning all I can about her. She's a tough leader, but she can be fair. If we can speak with her, we may be able to deal with her. Tell Anaximander about this as soon as you can." "I will. Thank you, Dwayne." This man wears the long flowing robes of a priest, yet, instead of tending to the altar, he sits behind this counter. In your experience, it is unusual to see a holy man running a shop. Strange times. "I'm Father Carson. Welcome to my little shop." "Is this your shop?" I'm a priest of the Church of the Divine Lucre. As part of my worship, I run this shop. What sort of faith does that profess? I don't feel like discussing my faith now, certainly not for free. We believe that the best way to improve the world is to improve ourselves, and we will bring everything up with us. But enough of all that, time for worship. How do you worship? My holy observances will be in the form of getting rich. It is the best way to improve oneself because your progress can be precisely measured. Okay. I'd like to sell those, thanks. Can you teach me any holy rituals? I'm afraid not. I am nowhere near wealthy enough to be given that privilege by my church. May we purchase some shit? You only have shit. Goodbye. Yukiko. This woman was intensely studying a thick tome when you entered. She rises and shows you her small training hall. Please wipe your feet before you walk into the sparring floor. I'm Yukiko. Sometimes I go by Yukiko the Learned. Welcome, warrior. What is your job here? I am the chief instructor for Lorelei Vocational Technologies. What do you teach? Skills for exploration and battle. The warriors of Lorelei aren't always skilled, but I'm the one who gets stuck with doing the bulk of the training. Can you train me? Certainly. That is, if you're willing to spend the time and provide a donation for the school's upkeep. I would like training, please, on that. Quick action helps you move more quickly in combat. Each level... Okay, nice. 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 Thanks very much. What are vocational technologies? Vocations, you know, like killing monsters with swords, killing monsters with spells, killing monsters with poison and assassination, all of those productive activities. We aren't like the University of Avernum, wasting students' time with non-practical knowledge. The upshot of all this is, if you want training, this is the place to come. The University of Avernum? The former university, more like. They taught about plants and history and alchemy, arts that aren't useful when giants are smashing down your gates. Most of its students and teachers have fled. Only poor Carlos remains. Carlos? Who do we reckon Carlos is when he's at home? Oh, is this is the university then? You meet a wise and scholarly looking man with a bushy beard. He has bits of freshly ground herbs under his fingernails and green stains on his robes. I'm Carlos, sole remaining teacher of the University of Avernum. Is this all of the university? This is the first university in all of Avernum. Small, I know, one classroom, few instructors, but it's a start. Can I enroll? Normally, well, you might, but we cannot take full-time students right now, and until the carnage ends, we will not be able to. One day we will rise again. We will prove to the Empire that it is unwise to ignore Avernum. Why is your school ignored? The Empire fears and disdains the wilderness of Avernum in turn. They do not feel anyone here can truly live the life of the mind. When this war ends, however, I promise that we will prove them wrong. Are you part of the faculty? Yes, I'm a teacher at the University of Avernum, and very proud of it. What do you teach? We had instructors in history, literature, and other arts. Then the instructors fled. Now we, that is, I, only teach alchemy. Where did the other instructors go? There were 4. Then 3 of them fled because of the giants. I teach alchemy now. That's all we offer, but it will be a great school one day, I'm sure of it. What sorts of alchemy do you teach? I am able to teach many valuable recipes to increase the flow of cows' udders or soothe the suffering of scabies. But I am sure such mild concoctions are of no interest to travellers like yourselves. On the other hand, for a donation, which will help me repair our poor school, I can make you potions. Okay, you're a potion man. Understood. A stocky woman walks around the shop polishing a steel shield as she inspects her wares. She looks pleased to see potential customers. I'm Gertrude the armorsmith. What do you specialise in? I'm the town armorsmith. Pleased to see you. Business has been slow. Why? Less giant attacks, less carnage means less business. Sad but true. How are people killed randomly? I feel like the dialogue's changed because I've ended the giant plague, but the questions I can ask haven't, so they don't. There's less giant attacks, less carnage means less business, which is sad. And then the question you ask is, how are people killed randomly? The giants lob boulders over the walls day and night. They move up, throw a few, then run before our soldiers can do anything. Nobody goes out, not good for business. Okay. The soldiers here manage to capture a small giant and stow it away in the cell. You try to talk to it, but all it does is swear and snarl. Okay, I'll just leave that door open then, yeah? Okay, that's the city hall. So what's this? The barracks. Bruskrud. You meet the commander of the Lorelei Guard. I'm Dervish Bruskrud. Have a seat, Avernite. She points at the chair. Meeting an Empire Dervish and not instantly being attacked is a surprise. It's worrying that she immediately recognizes you for who you are. Mayor Knight told me to come and find you. Wait, how did you know I'm an Avernite? She turns towards you, adjusting her breastplate slightly. It's my job to know. I'm the commander of the forces of Lorelei. I lead us in battles against the giants. You're probably wondering why I'm welcoming you. I do sometimes wonder why nobody attacks me. I did not serve in the Avernum War, but I lost friends in it. She shakes her head warily. That is ancient history. Now, only Avernites have had any luck fending off the plagues of monsters that afflict us. That is why I have allowed you into our city. I wanted to get your help. How goes your battle? The giants bombarded us constantly, now they only raid us occasionally. Alas, those raids still cost us dearly, and still we receive no help from our leaders. What's wrong with your leadership? She looks distressed, as if it's a struggle to say what she's saying. Our mayor refuses to act. She lets our people die while waiting for the Empire to aid us. My empire, that I swore to give my life for, has shut us off. We must fend for ourselves. The Empire doesn't help you, but you're still loyal to them? Imagine how difficult this is for me to say. I would rather be slain by the giants than turn from my leaders. But I have soldiers to protect, and the people of this town as well. That is why I'm welcoming Avernites. Our people are more important than my oath. How do you plan to fend for yourselves? That is why I have welcomed you here. You have won battles, we have not. I hoped there were things you could do for us. How are things going, Commander? Better, but not by much. I commanded my troops, all loyal and strong, against the giants. Their attacks have been weaker and less frequent, but still dangerous. It would be less of a struggle if our leadership were not so feeble. How are your troops holding up under the stress? Very well. My praise is scarce, but they deserve it. They are loyal and strong, and sometimes a little deranged. Well, one fellow passing through here said he'd seen dragons. Dragons! As if they hadn't been wiped out years ago. Forget his name. He headed up to Dawngas to serve there. If you meet him, try not to get him started. He'd rant for hours. Mayor Knight told me to come and find you. Indeed. I have already heard from the mayor. You made quite a positive impression. That's why I was willing to consider speaking with you. I hope that you will justify his trust. The giants have turned their attention to a different foe. Tell the tale. Bruskrud listens to the tale of the barrier cavern. She is fascinated. It sounds like you have done much for us. I would repay Avernum for this aid, but I am a mere commander. I don't have the power. There is someone who does, though. His name is General Baziron, and he is stationed in Tevrono to the northwest. He leads the battle against the golems there. I will send word ahead. You should talk to him if you can. He is in a position to help you. He might be able to pay the debt that we owe. I would like to help you. Do you have any missions for me? The giants live in an enormous network of caverns to the southeast of here. They've taken many of the personal possessions of those they've slain, items that by rights belong to the families. Bring back the dead's possessions and I will pay you out of my own pocket. Also, they've captured several of our soldiers. If you can get in and free the soldiers from the fort, I will pay you out of my own pocket. I freed a soldier from the giant caverns. A soldier you rescued got back to town. Bravely done. Seems like Avernum's doing more for us than the Empire these days. I freed another one. I freed another one. I freed another one. You haven't freed anyone new lately, I'm afraid. Remember the giants live in south of Delston. They have some of my troops. Okay. I might have something belonging to one of your soldiers. You give Bruskrud the item you found. She grins. Excellent, thank you. I have something else, I have something else, I have something else. She checks her records. That is all of the missing equipment I was told about. No need to risk your life for these heirlooms anymore. Thank you. Cool. Anyone interesting? Nah. Wait. Just open this door, you idiots. What's this? The Library of Lorelei. The Lorelei Library. There's too much stuff to sort through. You delivered the letter to Yesenia. She reads it. Alarming news about the Scribane trade. Expanding every day, I see. Thank you for your help, courier. She gives you some money. This woman needs more sun. She's pale enough to be an Avernite. She's clearly been cooped up in here for among her mountains of scrolls for most of her life. I'm Yesenia. Any books here that might be of use to adventurers? Yes, normally I wouldn't let strangers look at our rarest tomes. However, the giants have stopped attacking and I hear rumours that you had something to do with it. So I'll tell you that we have one book that might help you. She points at the northwest corner of the library. It's bound in black leather, very old prayer book I think, mostly drawings. The creatures look like Vanatai. I can't understand any of it, but you might. What do you do here? I'm the official librarian of Lorelei. What's that like? Unfortunately, my salary was recently cut. No money left for me. I have to make money other ways. Maybe I'll go up to Moon. They have an excellent collection there. How do you make money? I've been duplicating maps. I sell maps of Carnold and Midori provinces for a little extra change, 50 coins each. I'd like to buy a map of Carnold, you already have it. I'd like to buy a map of Midori. You pay the fee and receive a map. You don't look like you get outdoors much. Wandering the streets of Lorelei has become hazardous for some time. Fortunately, I am generally disinclined to go outside anyway. My skin becomes painfully burned by even short exposure to the sun. I would not have chosen to spend every moment of my life indoors looking after books, but then one does what one must. At least it keeps me safe from the giants, and the Avernites have it just as bad. What do you think of the Avernites? My sister became one. She shared my condition. She said she had to stay indoors. She grew angry and bitter. The people feared her. They thought she was a witch, so she went. I have not seen her for many long years. Soon, though, people's feelings about Avernites will change, I'm sure of it. Why do you think that? Oh, you do not fool me. I have heard what you have been doing. Everyone has. Word of your deeds has spread, although all are too afraid of the Empire to openly acknowledge the hope they have in you. The news travels by whisper. The Empire will not help us, but Avernum might. We hope and dream, and we will pay Avernum back in kind if we ever get the chance. Oh, and there is one more thing you should know. Rumour travels. One of them is that there is another Avernite in town, besides you. You should do some looking around the southeast corner of town, and that's all I can say. You should go. You may be dangerous company for a poor old woman like me. You find the tome bound in black leather that Yesenia describes. You open it, and sure enough, it's a Vanatai tome. It looks like an ancient book of rituals. Fortunately, the rituals are mainly drawn, not described in text. You try to understand what they're doing. You are able to figure out what they're doing. You know just enough about that strange race to be able to decode the symbols. I gain proficiency with the spell Domination. What is Moon? The town of Moon is north of here, at the north end of Lake Tomor. They have really great library. They even might have spellbooks. That's what I hear. Well, okay then. I do like spellbooks, I have to say. I can't get in there either. What the fuck is going on? Where's all of these like crazy powerful barriers come from all of a sudden? Hi Randall. This man is dusty. Everything in the shop is dusty. The items, the counter, the proprietor. It's sort of like a junk shop, but some of the old gear looks like it might be useful with a little cleaning. He brushes some dust off his arm and walks over to shake your hand. I'm Randall. What do you sell here? Objects of mixed value. I'm an item salesman. I'm so glad you arrived. Business has been terrible. Why? People fled town when the giants started attacking. Now that they've ended, I'm waiting for people to return, but they haven't come back yet. How are the leaders of the city dealing with it? Nobody in charge does anything. We just put up walls to get knocked down and absorb more punishment. Lousy for business, just lousy. I heard you know about a special shield. A shield? No, don't know anything about... No, wait, Lyle at Internal Affairs was in the other day and mentioned he'd heard a rumour about this amazing artifact. Don't know anything else about it. What is an item salesman? Here's how it works. Adventurers, looters and other miscreants get objects. I don't care how, then they sell them to me. Then others come and buy those objects from me. Our secret? Volume, volume, volume. How do you know the items haven't been stolen? Well, I don't. I just sort of hope. Do much volume? He sighs. Actually, I don't sell much volume of anything. I just say that because it's fun to say. Things were better when Footracer province was intact. Where is that? Northwest of here. Well, that's where it was. Its capital was the Keep of Tinraya, when the hordes of monsters came. What monsters? Massive muscled beasts, grey, huge and strong, lots of teeth, wiped out the whole area. Now it's walled off. It's a shame. Most of the goods I sold were made in the Keep of Tinraya. Lots of craftsmen there, all gone now. There was nothing of value in my junk bag. That's a shame. Okay, thanks Randall. I don't think you were particularly helpful, but never mind. The woman behind the counter is busy repairing a gauntlet. As she works, she occasionally looks up at you with an amused expression. She acts as if she knows much that you don't. I'm Kendra. I deal with gloves. I love gloves. They're utterly fascinating. You detect subtle traces of insincerity in her voice. You only sell gloves? Yes, but you can sell me goods, any goods from anywhere. She winks. Then you can purchase my fine high-quality gloves. You may have heard I have other goods. I sure don't. Just wonderful, protective, warm, snug, five-fingered gloves. Really nothing else, you're sure? Well, I don't sell anything else. Others do. If you're interested, talk to Irvine. He's in Shader for now. You actually do only sell gloves. How do I get in there then? Is there a secret around here maybe? I guess not. I guess not. Alright, what's in here? A large mansion constructed from massive stone blocks occupies the northwest corner of town. It was built to last. The giant's bombardment has barely affected it. The courtyard has a very pleasant little garden. You're standing at the entrance to Hawk's Manse, a massive stately mansion at the northwest corner of Lorelei. Its basalt gargoyle-adorned spires tower over you. It's a beautiful and imposing place. It's also off limits. The door is securely locked and the windows are covered. There's a sign hanging from the doorknob. For sale. Interested buyers should contact Lyle at Internal Affairs. Lyle? was the internal affairs guy? I feel like I did speak to someone in internal affairs, right? Oh well, whatever. Mayor Bruette. You meet an aging woman, her hair shot through with many thin bands of grey. She wears the mayor's sash of Lorelei. It weighs her down as if it's made of lead. I'm Mayor Bruette. Welcome, traveller. You have come far and done much. That is why you were allowed into our beleaguered city. You are the leader here? Yes, I'm the mayor of the fair city of Lorelei. My queen has charged me with maintaining the city. Your queen? Empress Prazak leads the Empire now. She watches over us from Blackcrag Fortress, though nobody in Avernum can get in to see her. What's it like to be mayor? Being the mayor of Lorelei is a difficult job. I'm afraid I have the sacred duty of maintaining this fair city as best I can. It is easier now that the giants are leaving us be, but there are many repairs to be made. There is much work ahead of us. How fares Lorelei? She slumps in her throne. It is not what it was. We have lost much in our struggles, but soon the Empire will aid us, I'm sure. And we will rise again. For now, they have chosen to withdraw. Why? The continent of Avernum is under quarantine. Empire troops have not come to aid us for some time. I'm sure it is temporary. All we need to do is survive. They will surely come to aid us soon. They must. What have you done to survive the quarantine? Nothing yet. Oh, well done. We are conserving our resources and waiting for the Empire. They must come to help us soon. Some of my troops criticize me for doing nothing to fight the giants. What fools they are. Can you send a message to the Empire? I've tried. The Empire's great castle on Avernum, Blackcrag Fortress, is north of here, but the gates are closed against us. I'm trying to find if there is a hidden way in, but I have had no luck. My faith in the Empire is absolute, but I wish there was a way I could get a courier to see Empress Prazak. I would reward one who could tell me how to reach her. Any idea how I might get in? Why would you ask that? She just said no. She looks around, then leans close to you. I've heard rumours. The castle is not entirely closed off. They left a way for couriers with news of our suffering to sneak in. Search the area around Blackcrag, you might be lucky. But you just told me you weren't sure if there was a way in. What? What? You are the leader here. Mayor, do you have any missions for me? She leans forward and pats you on the arm. We have no need for your help, not with the Empire to look after us. Rest, stay safe and wait. The Empire will provide, I'm sure of it. Are you sure that course is wise? Hasn't the Empire left you to your fate? She looks annoyed. If I did not think you could be useful to us, I would have you jailed for those treasonous statements. Anything we do might interfere with what the Empire is surely planning to help us. Empress Prazak will provide. It is not for you to question her. Okay. I could use supplies. You are an outsider. Many think you are. Suspicious. Still, I've given the order. You have the run of the town. I suggest you stay indoors, though. Giants are always throwing rocks over the walls. I have caused the giants to fight a different foe. The mayor listens to the tale of the barrier cavern. You can tell that she doesn't believe a word of it. True, most of the giants have stopped attacking us. That doesn't mean I will let every scruffy traveller claim credit and grab a reward. How dare you? How dare you? Right, where was this? I can't remember his name. I want to see if I can buy the house. It wasn't Carlos. I don't think it was anyone in any of these rooms. Maybe down here? Wait, who are you? Lyle. You described the unusual goings-on at the anima camp to Lyle. Unusual, unauthorized but harmless. We'll deal with them when the war is over. He gives you a potion and a pouch of coins as a reward. The man nods when you approach. I am Lyle of the Empire Internal Affairs. He must be an agent acting on behalf of the Empire in Lorelei. He's surrounded by a forest of forms, schedules, and notes, which he battles with a worn goose quill pen. May I speak with you? Have a seat. You sit. I'm Internal Affairs for Lorelei, a job of uneven difficulty, let me tell you. Uneven difficulty? What do you mean? With the giants coming and going, people mainly stay inside and don't do anything. That makes things easier, but I sometimes have to go out to serve papers and inspect things. That makes things harder. It would be better if our leadership was stronger. How has the leadership of Lorelei been lacking? He says quietly, "Our mighty mayor seems inclined to wait until the Empire sends help before taking action. I feel help is not likely to come." He shrugs. "But what can I do? I'm just the jobs dispatcher. Also, oddly, I've been given a mansion to sell." "What sort of missions are there for me?" "There are 2 missions out in the streets. See if there's anything you can do. We can always use the help." "Tell me about the mansion." "The owner of Hawk's Manse, a huge beautiful mansion in the northwest corner of town, was killed by a boulder. He had no heirs. I was told to find a buyer for it. It's a beautiful structure and quite a bargain, only 8,000 coins. The only thing necessary is a purchaser, such as, say, a wealthy adventurer looking for a safe base." "That's a lot of money." "For a mansion of this size, it's actually a very low price. It's only so cheap because of the constant giant bombardment." "I will buy it." He is impressed and relieved. You pay him 8,000 coins. In return, he gives you a simple iron key. Hawk's Manse is in the northwest corner of town. Enjoy your new home. What sort of responsibilities does an internal affairs agent have here?" "Whatever's needed, and, right now, what is needed is strange and time-consuming. The main thing that would concern you is that I'm the mission dispatcher. At least I don't have to unload that mansion anymore. I heard that you might be able to tell me about where to find a powerful magic shield." He raises his eyebrows. "Yes, I've heard of such an artifact, but only because Foxfire mentioned it to me. She's a bard. She travels around the towns nearby, playing songs for coins. You may want to ask her about it if you see her." "You work for the Empire. Do you know how I might be able to enter Black Crag Fortress?" "Well, that is illegal, you know. If you were to want to enter, you would be disobeying the command of Empress Prazak. No matter how much you might want someone, like you, to reach her and tell her how hard life has become here. So, because of that, I will not tell you of the rumours. There have been tales of caverns that lead into Black Crag, and the entrance to those tunnels is to the east of the Great Fortress. Just tales, though. I will not discuss it." Cool. Thanks, Lyle. I didn't even open your door. Should we go and... We should come and have a look at my... You stand at the front door of your new home, Hawk's Manse. It is beautiful and imposing granite mansion, old and distinguished. Enter. Oh. You walk for the first time into your new home. The tour begins with a beautiful foyer, featuring an arched roof, a fountain, and a tiled marble floor. You pause for a moment to appreciate the splendor of it all. Your adventures have truly paid off. Then, suddenly, an old woman walks into the foyer, humming and pushing a broom. She looks you over unimpressed and says, "Oh great, more people to mess up my nice floors." She walks by you into the dining hall to the north. "Wow, you have live-in help." Marjorie walks up to you looking concerned. The ghost of Hawk is wandering the halls again. "Could you go deal with it? I have veal to tenderize." She storms back into the kitchen. What? Well, I'm not going to loot anything in my own home. You look through the books, hoping for some sort of valuable scroll or tome among them. Instead, you find tedious fiction, dictionaries, and outdated encyclopedias. They look nice, at least. Sign says Hall of Statues. Excuse me. This is incredibly exciting. I got my own house. This is the main bedroom. It's large, warm, and tastefully decorated. And I have... Oh, fucking hell, there are secret panels everywhere that I didn't notice. You find a secret passage between the two bedrooms. You aren't sure why it's here, but you're sure the reason was very interesting. Wait, what was that? Crushing plate. 28% melee damage and crit chance. You've currently got Deadeye Chainmail, which is better. You've just got a steel breast... No, you've got... Yeah, steel breastplate. This is the Blessed Breastplate. Wait, what? Who's got the crushing one then? No. Crushing needs to go to you. For additional melee damage. Yeah, fuck it. And then steel breastplate. Is that what you've also got? Yep. Cool. Right, what was this one? Cloak of Blades, baby! Well, that was fun. Gotta be on the lookout for more secret doors. There is a translucent spirit, a middle-aged man, standing by the pond. He's staring into the water. He doesn't look at you. Can you hear me? Suddenly, the ghost gets smashed to the ground as if struck by something from overhead. The spectral body lies there for a moment, then, in an instant, the ghost is standing again. Then it gets smashed again, and so on. You watch the ghoulish show for a little bit, then nauseated, you move on. Can I... Let me just do a quick save. Do you have the sanctification ritual? It was that I wanted to do. I'm just wondering if this works. It doesn't. Well, there's not much I can do about him. Apparently. You meet the elderly woman who greeted you when you first entered your house. She's busy dusting. Hi boss, I'm Marjorie. I hope you aren't going to trouble me much, because I ain't leaving. What are you doing in my house? She straightens up proudly, to a full 5 feet of height. I'm the caretaker for Hawk's Manse. So why should I keep you around as caretaker? I have to be here because of the curse. You better tell me about this curse. The curse has been in place for many years. Nobody knows who caused it or what the effect would be. All we know is that if Hawk's Manse ever doesn't have a caretaker, horrible things will happen. She looks at you smugly. So I have to be here. Get used to it. Do you know the history of Hawk's Manse? Yes, built 60 years ago by the Master. Feel free to stay here anytime. Also, if you leave your items here, I guarantee they'll be safe. Very generous of her, considering it's your home. What happened to the former master of the house? She shakes her head sadly. Killed by a giant's rock in the courtyard. Tragic. Do you ever have troubles looking after a home this large? Well, sometimes creatures sneak in. Nasty creatures. But you're a big adventurer, so I don't think you will have any trouble taking care of them. I think you should be a bit more polite to me. I am your employer now. Well, I think you're deluded, boss. Are you going to hit me with that sword of yours? I think not. So be off and let me clean. I like her. What did that open? Ah. Wisdom crystal, bye-bye. So that's just randomly letting me move between there. But why? Just this room to go, I think. Very nice. Right. So she's promised that anything we leave in here will stay in here, right? So why don't we start putting some of our possessions that I'm never actually going to use? Ever-rotting bow. Where the fuck did I get that from? So all the fucking Zayan shit. Like the Zayan shrub, the Zayan pouch. Scroll of acid shower can go to him. The bow can go to him. Speed elixir goes to him. You know what I mean? I've just got so much shit that I'm probably never going to do anything with. All these wands for a start. I don't need them. Troglo contract. Don't need it. Warmth ring. Mica band. Troglo history. Ensnaring wand. That wand. Tinker's gloves. The fucking Zayan skull that talks to me constantly. An ivory band. Fucking unicorn horn I'm carrying around everywhere for no reason whatsoever. 99 to 287 is not as good as what I currently have. All of that papyrus. All of these fucking wands. You don't need them. Very good. Don't need you. Energy potions, fuck it, they can go back to him. Recall crystal. There we go. Let's level you up, boy. Summoning focus extra, sword mage extra. Right, he can now equip 4 things that encumber him. 1, 2. Three. 4. Stop moving that. Right. I think that's that. Let's get out of here. Okay, so that was... You see a group of soldiers on patrol. Oddly, one of the soldiers has a wolf on a leash. As they pass, the wolf begins to bark. One of the soldiers shouts, "There, they have some scribane." They attack. Do you really have to? I mean, isn't this going to decrease my reputation? The fact that you've just attacked immediately is also a bit shit, by the way. Fuck. Okay, hopefully they don't care that I've just killed a fuckload of their troops. This is the town of Bengaro. Before I go into Bengaro, let's do a little bit more exploring around here and see what's what. Because where am I? Ah, here we go. So if I, yeah, let's head south down here, see if there's anything. You stumble into a scene of utter chaos. The farms are in the process of being evacuated. The townsfolk are trying to move heavily laden wagons north, escorted by Empire troops. Unfortunately, they're being assaulted by giants. A large band of them is lobbing boulders at the column of refugees, and there aren't enough troops to successfully assault them and protect the farmers. Things are starting to get bloody. If you helped fight the giants, many lives could be saved. Then that's what I'll do. Oh fuck. The giants have been repulsed. The column of refugees is able to get away. One of the captains comes over to thank you before he heads back to help escort the farmers. As they leave, you hear someone say, "That was the Avernite. Avernite saved us." Oh, you recognise me, do you? That farmer hates me. I don't really know why. There was very little point of going up there. Okay, and then this leads back to... Patrol the Giants gets close enough to see that you aren't troglodytes, then they wander off. Okay, good. This unfortunate farm became a rock-throwing practice range for the hill giants. It's hard to tell that there were buildings here. The structures are buried under thick piles of round, head-sized stones. When giants destroy something, they're thorough. You enter the town of Delston. This was once a rapidly growing town, now with a bright future. Then the hill giants arrived. Now, unless something is done, it won't be long until this town is smashed to pieces. Okay. I'm gonna have a break. I will probably be streaming later. I don't know what time though, but I will catch you then. Thanks very much for watching. Follow. Videos are on YouTube. Other stuff that most people who stream say. Catch you later. Bye bye.